And we're live.
That's it.
We're here at the AHRA World Headquarters in the central part of Tennessee. A little bit different surroundings here today. I'm working a different kind of mouse today, trying to figure out who all's in here. There we go.
I don't know if they can hear you. Is it working?
I don't know. Can they? Can you guys hear me? Let me scroll down to new comments. Jeremy Finley's here. Roadkill Customs. Buzz, Bubba, Tom, Jeremy, can you guys hear us? Should be able to. Using some different hardware for this remote location. Sound is good. All right. But if Buzz says the sound is good,
it's probably quality.
Then the sound is good. Buzz with Roadkill Customs is the official sponsor of the No Name 500, which is the race before the race to qualify for the No Name Nationals. So some people achieved it a long time ago, and some people are achieving their 500 subs right now.
At this exact moment.
Including Torque Racing Productions. He is the leader right now in the No Name 500. I mean, I think we're already rolling about 15 subs away, pretty close.
Oh, we lost our number.
Oh, no, that doesn't buy you more time. You still have 153 days. Hey, my aunt's here. Aunt Nancy's here. Hello, Bill, Don English, Lunar Outlaw, Tom Muse, the resident whiteboard scientist.
I know. It was
yeah. Jerry Racing is here.
Oh, they hit 400 today at Jerry Racing.
They did. You know, I was doing stats on them, and I just emailed you and Buzz the leaderboard. Right. They were at 399. So I'm glad you guys got the 400.
You picked up one more sub.
Now you're in the home stretch. Mopar Man 1978 and Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. John at Cope Racing Transmissions. We were just talking about torque converters. Dust Devil is here. Andrew Nelson is here. That means the chat just got a little bit quicker. Have you looked at what those guys are building?
Dust Devil?
No. Well, we know what Dust Devil's building, but Nelson.
No.
The Nelsons, a wicked turbo inline six. You need to see.
Oh, wait, is this a 4.2?
It's a 4200.
Yeah,
yes.
Isn't
that crazy?
Yeah.
Dizzy Izzy is here.
He says 5x5. Unless you're a Navy cat, you're not going to get that.
Tall Garage says I'm stuck in subs, getting a good rhythm, posting videos. Hey, that's the way it works. It comes and goes. Sometimes you get stuck for a while, and then you just check back, and boom, you're up 50 subs. You don't even know where they came from. That's normal. Dust Devil, he speaks from experience because he just got his 500 subs not long ago. He's about 530-ish. He says after 400, it's a breeze. Well, he would know. Hey, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it. So speaking of this, got Jeremy's comment here highlighted. And by the way, since the studio is a little different, my screen is smaller than normal, so I can't necessarily see what we're doing, but I made it so I can read the comments a little better. The house project I've been working on for... Oh, my gosh. I couldn't find the monitor with those. I don't know how you see through those. Jeremy's the one who did the roof on my house. So if you saw my community page, the house that I've been working on that kind of sucked up the whole month of April, he did the roof on my house. So if you want to see his work, look at the community page. You'll see a picture of that roof.
Hey, there's Dr. Art.
Skilled roofer.
Did you see mine and Dr. Art? Well, my delivery
video? Yes. That was great. That was great. JB's Little Shop's putting up videos about every other day. You're going to make it, JB. I'm telling you. You got such good stuff out there. You've got the hooks baited, and it's going to take off. So stay with it. I'm really looking forward to seeing you and the V6 that you're building in Sykeston. See, now when I highlight them, I can't see them. See, that's the perils of there we go. So Mopar Man 1978 says I have to get a new torque converter for the truck.
The stock replacement.
It's making metallic noises.
Oh,
now.
Dude, now you're having to do the same thing that I just had to do with the Suburban. That's my converter took a crap. It ate itself, and it was a brand new converter.
William, you're not wrong. I still got to paint, still got more pressure wash and landscape, but yes, the roof looks great. Thank you. And Junk Car Willie, this guy right here. You know what? I think some people found corporations easier than it has been for him to register. He's been trying to register, and we're going to get it figured out. But Junk Car Willie, you're in good shape. We're going to get it straight.
Well, I saw 2 hacks is in here too, and John got your decal.
Yes,
yes. This is one bitchin' decal.
So check that out. 2 hacks made these. This is his Woodstock themed decal. I thought that was really cool. So thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Rude Mopar Dude, who's one of the most polite people you'll meet.
Totally contradictory of the name.
Really, he is. There's Max Wedge Dick Dastardly. That's his username this week.
Yeah, well, it's Rich Rusnick.
He
right?
modifies it just a little, about once every week.
He shoots me an email every now and then. Keeps me on track.
Track and travel with Rick. How is everyone? Well, I'm doing much better now.
You just got out of your truck.
I just drove down here about 8 hours. And Jeff, you'll like this. I brought the Cousin Eddie van. That's what I made my trip in. Yes, Buzz. Those they're cool. They're different flavor. I like them. All right, cool decals, and thank you very much. Well, we thank you. We thank you for jumping in the mix. Just wish you jumped in sooner and done your trek with the No Name 500 guys. And speaking of that, we're having a content creator workshop on Sunday.
Is he already above 500?
He is. Well, the thing is you can't fault the guy for the success that he had. He starts a channel and it just explodes, and he gets 500 like that.
Really?
Yeah. So
it's all just Junkyard Views? Because that's what I watched a bunch of.
Check out Junkyard Willie's channel. It's interesting. Junk Car Willie.
He's got 643 now. That's more than my channel.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'm up to 800 now.
It's impressive. You should check it out. I know the feeling. I've been stretched that thin myself.
Dr. Art wants you to swing by his pad. Because he lives not too far from here.
So here's the deal, Dust Devil. Dust Devil's asking, have you thought about a signed pit spot with friends who want to pit together? Yes, we want you to be able to pit with your cronies. Tomorrow, Dallas and I are making a recon run to Jeffers, and we're going to make a blueprint of the grounds of that track. So we're going to know what kind of space because some of these guys have pretty good sized rigs, and we got to figure out the ingress and egress.
And some of them don't want to even be pitted by anybody else.
Yes, so we got a mix of characters. These are YouTubers, first, race, or second, a lot of them. Okay, so we're trying to accommodate the best we can, and by making that blueprint tomorrow, that's going to help us do that.
Well, like Tony is going to park at the neighbor's driveway and climb over the fence so that no one recognizes him.
Tony's going to park in a neighboring county. All right. So, Dr. Art, if I stop by, does that mean I get to I'll come by in the Cousin Eddie van with the Cousin Eddie hat, and then drop something and run, just like Dallas. Well, let's say so, Don. There's part of the news right there. Is we're making our blueprint of Jeffers
tomorrow.
So another thing too, and Don, you're certainly welcome. We're having another content creator workshop Sunday at 5 Central, 6 Eastern, whichever time zone you're on or wherever. But we're going to have Buzz from Roadkill Customs, of course. And we're going to have Blake from Bad Tree Productions.
Oh, sweet.
And I'll be there. And I'm going to post a StreamYard link. And you guys are welcome to jump in with us. The only thing I ask is let's give first preference to the No Name 500 guys who have yet to take the checkered flag in the Roadkill Customs No Name 500, and guys who have not worked on the last one. Because if we do that, we're going to let everybody cycle through so they can ask questions in person. That's the idea.
Well, and we're going to do what at a Tony shop?
Ari, that's linked under the video. Perhaps. Either way, the content creator workshop is going to be Sunday, 5 Central, 6 Eastern, whichever.
Well, I do know we're not doing it from the cab of my truck.
Yeah,
right?
No need to do that. Hey, I could run a hardwire internet. We could do it from the Cousin Eddie van.
Rob's rods and street cars. Okay, so
YouTube gave him a haircut.
Well, and everybody keeps kind of doing this, right?
Yep.
And I think a lot of it has to do with you subbing to some other channel and another channel subbing to you, and that they're all kind of mixing and matching. And I think they're figuring that out.
Well, I will say this: about every 2 or 3 days, I do a new tally on guys in the No Name 500. Okay, because I like to see who's getting really close. And by the way, Torque Racing Productions, if you would like to go live after this, if you still don't have your 500, we could do that for a few minutes. But I will say this: any of you guys on here who have yet to subscribe to Torque Racing Productions, go check out his channel. Super nice guy. He's a skilled builder, and he's been doing it one sub at a time, doing it the hard way, but he's going to get there. So check him out. He's very close. I think he's about 15 subs away. We got to make that happen.
Yeah, I know. Dizzy Izzy, or is it Dizzy Izzy or Izzy Dizzy? Either way,
I think either works.
Dizzy.
Roger.
Yeah, I know that they called off the race, and they called me early this morning to let me know so that we didn't have to make the trek. But John and I are still going there anyway because we have to get this done. We don't have a choice.
It just needs to happen. I'm trying to figure out your comment here. You don't have to say who, but did you happen to see the community post who I get to hang out with and help hang out with? I heard something about that. I heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm still catching up on what's going on in the world of YouTube. I'm working 6 days a week out of town, and I'm finally over the worst of that. My community post explains it, so I'm getting caught up. I knew April was going to be that way. It's been that way every day since I went down to Charlotte, North Carolina to do dyno with Andy. It's been a whirlwind. J-Bo is in the house.
Man, J-Bo. You know what?
J-Bo's so cool.
I killed a couple of adult beverages with J-Bo not too long ago.
And he's a nice guy.
Yeah, and them guys put a hurting on me. I almost took like 2 days for my liver to recover.
Yeah, don't try to keep up with those guys. Yeah. Ed's Machine is here. Glad you're in the house. Stephen Holtz is here. Captain Do. You just wouldn't be alive without Captain Do. I did upload another video on my channel to see what my plan is and what engine I'll be planning to install in this green truck. Well, we'll look forward to figuring that out. I'd like to see.
What did I say about Dizzy? Scroll. Oh, there you go. Go down. Is Dizzy, is he? Oh, keep going.
Where do you see? Oh, I see that. He's a chief donor. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what they did with that.
Chief donut maker? I guess they picked some dude that was apparently not worthy of being the donut maker. I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. That stuff is way too modern for me.
I know, and I don't like politics at all in that stuff. And
oh my gosh, man. You mean to tell me that you have a max wedge and a glass eye? That is too cool. That's just next level. If you see an old man with a glass eye and a max wedge, you would never want to get in a fight with that guy.
I'm assuming
he's lived a long time.
Well, I'm assuming with a name like Dick Dastardly,
yeah,
that he looks like the cartoon character from that Laugh Olympics. Remember when he had Muttley and you had whatever? I think that's the guy's name, Dick Dastardly, right?
Yeah. Come to think of it, yeah, that's right. Mrs. Dust Devil, how you doing?
Man, we got a lot of folks in here tonight.
Terrence Seymour, not coming to the No Name Nationals from New Zealand. Well, I'll tell you what, there are some folks who are coming from that part of the world.
Well, you can watch it.
You can still watch it. We'll have all kinds of streaming. All kinds of stuff going on. Torque Racing Productions says, I'd like to see something wild in the green truck like a V10 Viper swap or Big Block Ford or something. I'd like to see you get 500 subscribers.
What's the green truck? Is it a Dodge?
I guess Captain Deuce.
Well, is it a Ram?
I don't know.
I have to look at Captain Deuce. Because you know what? I might have something up your alley, Captain Dew. It'd be a really cool swap.
Lunar says, I sent photos. I'll check them out. The next 2 weeks, he's at Hemmings doing a documentary on getting a 69 Chevelle ready for the great race. The great race is in the No Name Nationals. That's the great race.
Is there any other race?
No, everything else is a great race. The great race will be the No Name Nationals. Tom Muse is asking an important question. How late will they keep the adult beverage bar open at the track?
I don't know.
This is a good question to find out tomorrow, isn't it?
I've been there. Well, I don't know if there's going to be anyone there.
Well, let's take it over.
The AHRA's been there at that track for like 5 years, and I've only seen that bar open 2 times.
Well, let's rate it.
And it's just for this event that they're going to do that.
There will be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of us there with tools and stuff.
Well, Larry Jeffers was telling me he's got a mechanical bull. He was wanting to see if it might want
oh
to ride.
My gosh! Did you see the call outs for the mechanical bull? Oh, look at this! The family's garage just registered. Welcome aboard. He says that the intro video for the No Name 500 is dropping tonight.
Well, sweet.
Well, we look forward to seeing that. And also, don't forget, when you're in the No Name 500, an extra resource you have is the Buzz from Roadkill Customs has a special link just for helping these guys.
Yeah.
We are glad to help you. Buzz is glad to help you. A lot of other seasoned content creators on here are glad to help you.
Well,
you have so much support to get to 500 subs, more than ever in the history of YouTube to get to 500 subs if you're an automotive channel right now.
Well, it's not even your subs. Bear Rose Garage ended up getting a whole bunch of information from Buzz on how to finish up his 58 Fairlane, right? He just did a video recently on that where it's not Roadkill Customs is a resource for getting your subs up, but it's also a resource for you to finish your vehicle and create your content.
Well, right. And so I'm just saying in priority.
Right. It's a one-stop shop.
Right. So we're thinking of getting subscribers because that's obviously important to these guys to qualify.
Right.
But that's a good source for anybody. So Roadkill Customs is a good source for if you have 5 subs or 500,000 subs, you can get good info there.
Well, and if you want to really look at it big picture, Buzz from Roadkill Customs was virtually a No Name 500 contestant before there was a No Name 500.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. That's a good way to put it.
Probably 20 years before that.
But I'm just telling these guys who are new
that
we haven't seen in this community, so they make sure they know that's out there. Here's another guy, and I know he's been busy at work. I read he's been really busy at work. But Creed's Chrysler Revival, let me tell you, that guy, he's got a sleeping giant of a channel. I can see that really doing something.
Tall John's Fun Chop took the No Name Nationals guy to the same room as Q.
I don't even know what that means. But anyway, we're glad you're in the chat, Tall John.
Oh, and Lunar, I've been busy, man. I've really been busy.
The Hemmings great race. Oh, check this out. Ken at Tall Garage says, we finally posted a full video on the Ford 300 LS head today, Dallas.
I know. He shot me some pictures of it like a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago.
And he's almost 300 subscribers.
Well, this thing is wicked. It is so cool.
I can see that set on kill.
It is cool.
I'm anxious to see how that goes.
He's the one that's encouraging me to take Buick 3800 Series 2 cylinder heads and cut them up and weld them back together and put them on a 300 Buick, because then it'd be a stage 2 300 V8. So
Dean is saying he was timed out. Yes, you asked for it. So I'm obliged. Heavens Mopars is here. Hey, gentlemen. He is a gentleman. I'm looking forward to meeting Heavens Mopars. Scott.
I don't think I've met him.
He's a cool. I'm looking forward to meeting him. He's a cool guy. He's on the other side of this country, and he's one of these guys.
Is he the guy that sold that?
He is. He's one of these guys that doesn't believe in excuses. He's going to make it there. He's going to make it there. Well, you read it here first. Torque Racing Production. He's down for. Let me tell you, if there's a mechanical bull and alcohol involved, that will put on a show.
Oh yeah, and there's probably going to be people in casts and slings the next day trying to do call outs, right? What did you want to go over the award list, our working award list?
Yeah, we've got that hanging on the wall.
Well, I actually have the whole entire version right here in my notes, right? But did you want to go down the working award list that we're working on for this event?
I have the ones we know for sure we're doing here.
Okay. So this is just a working list, but these are the awards we're looking at for the No Name Nationals so far. Okay, so it's the best pit thrash award. So if you blow your junk up and you and your buddies swap out the motor and let's say rebuild a whole motor, swap it out or swap it in or change it over to a completely different drivetrain, you're probably going to be in the running for the best pit thrash, even if it doesn't run, right? Okay. The next award is going to be the Cinderella Award.
Right.
It's for the No Name 500, right?
Yep.
That's the person that rose from the ashes.
It's going to be the person who wins the overall No Name 500. We're still working on the details of exactly how it's going to be chosen, but it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be an overall winner for the Roadkill Customs No Name 500.
Yep. Okay, we got the ones that's probably in the running for this right now. I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe Brian Brinker, but this is the 99-yard award.
Oh man,
He's going to get all the way to the very end and just didn't cross the finish line.
Oh, here's the bad thing about that. It won't be that you get. It could be that you make it 100 yards, but it breaks before the day.
Right.
Like you get it 100,
or you're literally at the exit before
and you break it,
the racetrack,
yes.
and you broke all the lug nuts off your rear wheel.
Yeah.
So then
happen.
The one I really don't prefer because it's not necessarily a award. It's like going to slow everything down. The biggest oil down award. Okay,
that's going to happen.
I'm sure it's going to happen. Somebody's going to get it.
It's just going to happen.
And I really think that we got to have music when they actually receive the award. It's going to have to go like wah wah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so the low ET award. I'm sure the guys at NSB probably might have this one.
No, there's a lot of guys.
Who we got that can take out that Linko dart?
Oh, let me tell you, there's a few guys that are going to be challenging for that.
Well, I know the guys. Streetcar Chronicles.
There's a handful of guys that are going to be throwing down some good numbers.
I'm sure there's people with some serious sleepers that we're like no one's paying attention to, right?
Captain Do, by the way, is saying it still needs to fix his looks to show himself on video. Well, if you want to succeed, YouTube, you really have to be on video. Unless you're like the lock-picking lawyer or AV channel or something really odd like that, but those are few and far between. Those are 1 in a million type channels. You need to be on camera, so it's just an important thing. Yeah,
it's going to help it allows people to become attached to you just through personal feeling.
Well, they hang out with you in the garage.
Right.
Like if you go to one of your buddy's garages, you're not looking over his shoulder.
Right. Does the guy hide behind the counter the whole time?
That doesn't. That's weird. Well, it's weird on YouTube too. Buzz is saying we're going to cover some good stuff on Sunday. If you're hunting for 500, be there. Absolutely.
Oh, sweet.
I'm telling you, you guys who need to get 500 subscribers, you are missing out. You will get to 500 much sooner and smoother if you listen to some of us who have already done this and made the mistakes and figured out how. We want to help you.
Yeah, and working with the metrics for YouTube.
We want everybody to make it.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to see 100% of the registered No Name 500 participants get their subs.
So my next award I got here
yes, sir.
Is the Longest Commute Award. All right, and that's just a working title. We're probably going to have something a little bit better because we actually kind of came up with the idea for the I Can't Believe You Made It award.
Yeah.
And so
that's going to be like 100 people.
Well, that's like you got Heaven's Mopar's in there, Bear Rose Garage, who's Wild Rose Garage, right? Isn't he coming from like somewhere in Canada?
He's coming from Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta. Chris Albrecht, he's coming 2,100. No, Waste of Talent Fabrications and Chris Albrecht are both close to 2,200 miles.
Well, Lunars has got to be pretty far too.
Lunar's pretty far, but we're gonna have several people coming over 2,000 miles to attend this event.
Well, then I got Burnout Contest Award, which we actually haven't named the award yet. That's just what it's going to be. Burnout Contest
I'm telling you, I'm hoping that you guys will throw down like I know YouTubers like to do.
All right, and then
I will do that, Jeremy.
We got the People's Choice Award, which is everybody's going to be voting on what they found was the best. It doesn't have to be the flashiest. It doesn't have to have the most panache. It doesn't even have to have the most shotgun holes in it, like Dalton's GTO, right? Yeah.
Well, the thing about that is the good thing about this is it's the opposite of a car show, because at a car show, you have these committees that make these strict set of rules for perfection, and they decide what you should like and what should be rewarded. We want the people who are there to decide what should be rewarded and what they like.
Right. Well, and on the other side of that coin, we also have the next award, which is the Purest Cringe Award.
Yeah.
Right. So the one that'll
be a lot of people.
Yeah, that'd make your Pebble Beach guy like, ugh.
Right.
Right. So,
I got to tell you, this event will be better if some old dude in New Balance white sneakers and the the hat with the rope gets greatly offended by someone's restoration and just leaves in disgust.
Or their interpretation of a restoration.
That will be heartwarming. If he sees the crayon mark in the wrong place under the trunk lid and leaves in disgust, I will feel like we've done a better job.
Well, the next one is one of my personal favorites.
Thumper says, "Please don't let me win that one."
Hey, Thumper, your email did not come through to me, man. So if you can email me at dallas@ahraonline.com. I'll get back to you.
Thumper says he's only going to run 14s. 14s in the 8th. You sure you don't want to just walk?
So my next one is the Junior Judges Award. Did we decide on this as 12 and under?
Well,
and we're just going to randomly select them?
We're gonna have some junior judges because they pick on a criteria that other people don't, and we like that.
Yeah, and they might pick on stuff like identify stuff that no one even noticed. Okay. And then the monkey bike actually has 2 categories that it's being graded on. Would be your overall winner for the race, and then the most creative monkey bike.
Right. The monkey bike class is supposed to be about the show.
Right.
Okay. So capes and costumes and whatever are all highly encouraged.
Right.
If you want to go out there and just blister the track, that's your business. But we would encourage the monkey bikes to be pure fun and creativity.
When you and I were spitballing this whole thing, the whole idea that we were kind of looking at when we came up with this was, do you know the contest where people are taking the cardboard boats and jumping off the pier into the water?
Soapbox Derby, the modern,
And this is that in the YouTube automotive format.
Andrew Nelson is asking an interesting question. Are there any roads to avoid when approaching the track? Well, the track is right on I-55, correct?
It is right on.
So you shouldn't have any problems with any of that.
Yeah, there's none of that that you're going to even be concerned with. Now, when you do come down there, of course, it's going I-55 coming out of Illinois, going to Missouri. You're going to run into one thing, and that's going to be road construction. So,
Max Wedge, Dick Dastardly, Rich Rusnick, NSS, all of that. He says, I keep trying to get Dallas to bring the AHRA to Pennsylvania, but he won't bite.
Oh,
well, Max Wedge, Dick Dastardly, Rich Rusnick, why don't you find an unsanctioned track in Pennsylvania?
I don't bring it.
Exactly.
I don't have any problems with it. The hardest thing is getting the track to want to do it. And I think your state of Pennsylvania, Keystone, I think, is one of your tracks. I had them on the hook the first week, and then they backed out on me.
Hey, Chris, how about going to the paint shop and doing a video of the progress on your car from the shop for 5 minutes? How about that? That'd be an awesome YouTube video, wouldn't it? So,
back to the awards. Okay, so we've got the biggest bullshitter award. All right.
Well, that's going to be
the person that talked the most smack and ended up looking the most whack.
Oh, I already know who I think should win that one.
And then
I already think I know who needs to win that one. I won't even say it here, but he should win it.
All right.
I won't even say it. Randall. No, I didn't.
And then the last one is the biggest wheelie award.
Oh, we got some guys who can put them on the bumpers, so that's gonna be cool too.
Yeah. So that's our working award list for the No Name Nationals.
Hey, like this. All right, Mopar people and Dallas.
Joe, let's get hey, my distributor's up front.
Hey, and all the mods are in tonight. We got Andy Community Motorsports Garage, Mopar Joe. Fubar may be lurking. But this is interesting, Joe. So I'm trying to make a Mopar man out of Dallas. I brought the van down here. So he's probably going to try to steal it from me.
I want the Western Mirrors. I want the Western Mirrors.
He wants the Western Mirrors. He probably wants to take it to Missouri tomorrow, which we can if you want to. What if someone walks half the distance, the longest driver does? Well, if you started walking right now,
you might actually get 2 awards with that one.
You will make the No Name Nationals 2025 because that's at least 1,000 miles.
Well, you could probably end up with 2 awards out of that if you walk literally half the distance. Because you get the 99-yard.
So Brian from Wasted Talent Fabrication is coming 2186. Chris Albrecht, I think, is coming a little further. He's right around 2200. If you walk 1,100 miles and can prove it, you'll win an award of some kind.
Oh, I'll give you right.
How about we have a pair of socks? How about that? We'll have something. Yeah, Chris has to be beat for distance, but Chris also has to make it. So the long distance award is going to go to somebody who makes it to the show
for sure.
So,
and this isn't somebody that's there to view it. It's going to be one of you that are a participant.
Well, now, Aaron Peckerwood Customs, he's coming from Australia. He's not bringing a car though. He's coming from Australia.
Well, maybe we should have something for him.
Well, we might have all kinds of stuff for him. He'll have a blast. There's all kinds of people anxious to meet Aaron.
Well, he does. I tell you what, you guys don't want to show up and say, "Hey, let's see if we can outdrink the Aussie." It's not going to happen.
No. The Aussie Bad Tree guys. There's just.
I think the Aussie though on the mechanical bull, the Aussie on the mechanical bull would be worth it. Would be totally worth it.
Let's see here. What? No, that's too much like librarian. But whatever you think there, Captain Do. He says Mopar people need to be called Moparians. No, Mopar people works. Joe is the resident linguist of these things.
Hey, so you see, Andy's got the mixed up boss, all kinds of making steam.
Oh, yeah.
And like every week there's a new episode of how I made more power, right? And it's like not a little bit, but
that
like
engine doesn't take any prisoners. That's. I'm anxious to see how that's going to do in the truck. Mike's Mischief is here. Mike's Mischief is a guy who quietly sneaked over his 500 subs for the No Name 500.
Didn't even tell anyone.
He slid in there and he quietly sneaked over. And I had him on a live when he had about 480. And just, he's low key like that. But he actually, he's a really talented guy and a nice guy. Looking forward to meeting him. But he's one of the just kind of flew in under the radar for the most part. Family's Garage burnouts. Yes, we'll have a burnout competition, and you should be in it. It's going to be great. Let's see here. Barrows says we need to call that the Cabral Award. Well, Cabral's going to have his own VIP seating. We're going to have a roped-off troll section.
I was thinking about putting a dentist chair in there.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But it would just seat Cabral.
For any of our trolls who want to tell us stuff to our face, we're going to have a roped-off troll seating section. They can come do that.
Yep. You can totally sit in the roped-off troll seating section.
That's right. Captain Dude, I'm too southern to pronounce that. Let's see here. I like how they all greet each other. Such a good community here.
Yeah, this is probably the tightest group on YouTube because I'll guarantee you that your regular video gamers aren't doing this.
Right.
They don't know each other by their first name. They never stop by anybody else's house.
Torque Racing Production. It is 8th mile. If you want to run quarter, you're going to wind up in somebody's living room.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't.
There's a house right at the end.
I'm saying that's what's going to happen.
You just have no shutdown.
Who all thinks Lunar should hurry up and get the 440 in for No Name Nationals? Who all thinks Lunar should do something with the 318? Maybe I'm alone in that.
I think Lunar should get his Buick out there and go to the.
I'm anxious. Whatever Lunar
but he's
wants
bring,
to do.
Isn't he bringing like a Toyota
his import? Yeah. Wait, this is a race war?
I don't know.
Not exactly, but. I think mine will be around 1,500, definitely 1,500 what?
Miles.
Yeah, his commute.
He's in New York, right? Hey, well, the good thing is, as soon as you get out of New York, you don't have to pay any more tolls because the rest of the country's free.
Yeah, that's right. Let's skip ahead. We got a lot of comments in here. I have the screen kind of blown up a little bit. I'm going to zoom this back at the risk of making a mistake here. I wound up moving up here because it's much easier to use the mouse, but I have the screen zoomed obnoxiously. So I'm going to back it up a little.
Oh, man, I'm
there,
off the screen.
That's a lot bit. Well,
I couldn't even tell I was off the screen. I look like a tool now.
You're okay. No, I'm washed out. But see, I got to get up here where I can operate the mouse.
I got to snuggle up against John.
Oh, my gosh. These are the perils of the remote live. He's not used to having two people. I'm not either. I'm not telling what I would do.
And we're working off of my 15-year-old desktop here.
This works. This works. We're doing good, man. We've still got 85 people we haven't run off right now. Just Mopar Joe likes the shirt. Well, yes, indeed. This shirt is very cool. This is the OG Just Mopar Joe logo that has the three-wheeled Challenger. I like the shirt.
Oh man!
I
didn't wear my one from Bad Tree, guys.
I almost wore my Summit hat with it too.
I wore my Bad Tree shirt on Wednesday night live. I should have probably wore it. That's it. I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna put it on just so everybody can see it.
Okay. All right.
So they made me some cool shirts.
All right. I gotta skip ahead here. I'll tell you what. It's a good problem to have when the comments come in this quickly. But I'm gonna skip ahead and try to stay close to current. Excuse me. The trees are coming out here. I feel a little bit of allergy coming on to them. Hopefully it won't be bad this year. It's a new thing for this morning. Cabral will win a lifetime supply of chiclets. Okay. We're going to be grilling at the camper. A lot of fun. Absolutely. I plan to have a blast. We're going to have a good time. Lunar has to run a Nick's Garage built engine. Well, Nick can build him something and he wants to do it and pay for it, put it in. Go for it.
Man. All right. Look at this. Bad Tree. You can't even see it. I'm cutting hair.
Look at that.
Bad Tree Productions. But on the back is the No Name Nationals, right? Can you see that? Maybe? No?
There you go.
Okay.
You know the way you're moving around, people think you're twerking.
I'm twerking.
If you just joined us about 30 seconds ago and think that's what's up, I'm sorry. Torque Racing Production, please check your sub count. Let us know how close you are to 500. You have to be very close. For you guys who have not yet checked out Torque Racing Production, go check out his channel and see if he earns your sub, because he's very close. So check on your subs and let us know.
Oh, it looks like Levi is finally starting to get some steam on his channel.
Levi, it would not be alive if Levi did not drop in and have some kind of concern about subs. It would not be alive. I would not know what to do with myself.
But he's hit 312 now.
Levi's
doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. You're getting close, man. And here's the thing. This is the thing that a lot of people worry about and don't realize. The more subs you get, the quicker you will get that same number of subs. So it takes a lot longer to get your first 100 than it does your second 100.
Oh yeah, I can guarantee that's
right.
True.
So you'll get your last 188 much quicker than you got your first 188.
Greg McDonald says if he walks 20 miles a day, he'll only be there in 32.05 days.
Well, yeah, and you know what'll be left of you after you've walked 20 miles a day for 32 days?
You ever seen
Forrest
Gump when he runs across the country?
You look like beef jerky that rolled in the defrost vent.
That 153 behind us?
That's it.
That's how many days that everybody on this page or this entire live has left until the No Name Nationals, including John and I.
Yes. Nobody's exempt.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, the president, Buzz, you, me, Tony, Andy, Joe, Rumo Pardue, Destroyer 1320, J-Bo, Greg McDonald, Dean Stevens, and Big Mike Safety Bar. Nobody is
Brian
exempt.
Brinker is not exempt.
They all 153 days. That's all there is. J-Bo said he just subscribed to the Family Garage. Hey, I got a cool channel.
Ari says that Cabral's going to swoop in like the Green Goblin on something.
He should. Andy, if you make the prototype, We want to see it.
Oh, dude, Cabral bobbleheads that thing would kill,
Oh
right?
my gosh! Congrats to Red Light Ricky getting over 400 a day at Cherry Racing. That's not a nickname you want, is it?
Not really.
But
it's not a good name for drag racing.
Jerry says I need to get a Bad Tree shirt. I don't know how I don't have one yet. Well,
Man.
they have a merch link.
Yeah,
and their stuff is made.
Or you're in Iowa, you could take a trip right over there to McGregor.
It's made by Schultz Sign with love and care.
Well, and the guys in McGregor, Iowa, I'm telling you, when you get to that northeast Iowa area, it changes like you just went to a whole different world. It's hilly, it's got mountains, there is about I don't know 5 Moparians living in a single car garage, building some of the neatest stuff in the northeast section of Iowa.
And one guy with a duster across the street. I believe that's right. Torque Racing Production. Check now, though. That might have been what it was an hour ago. See what it is now. See if anybody has subbed to you in the last little bit.
J-Boo.
So Dizzy Izzy's saying I will put up $100 for most unlikely winner award. Well, I'm not sure how to do that, but we can see. Thanks for the link, Joe.
What's that for?
Joe's putting it up, but I'm a little bit behind. Always label your links if you can.
Bubba Eris is crawling along at 433.
Yeah, there's only 2 channels, and now Jerry makes 3 that are 400 plus, and one other one. What was the other? It might have been the Family Garage is at 460 something.
Well, he needs to get on here and panhandle for some subs.
I know they do. This is a good opportunity. You guys running the Roadkill Customs No Name 500. This is a great opportunity. We have 77 people watching right now, and some of them may not be subscribed to you. Here's a link to Jerry's channel right here. Check him out. He's within 100 subs. He's getting close. He's getting close. You guys say crawling along in subs. Tune in Sunday at 5 Central. Yes. Because you know what? We're going to help you guys get subscribers. Help you earn subscribers.
You know, I'll tell you something here. And I'm not going to save this for Sunday. I somehow ended up making a video. Normally I do about 300 to 400 views, maybe sometimes 600 views on a video in the first couple of days, right? In the first 24 hours. Isn't that right? Or 48. I did one not too long ago. It was like 11,000 views. And it was called What If?
Yep.
Right? And all it had basically was a picture of what you're trying to do, which was a decent thumbnail with decent lettering called What If? And it left it completely ambiguous. 11,000 views. It earned me probably 150 subs out of that. But it was amazing because I called John. I said, hey, I think there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm up at like 2,000 views in the first hour.
No,
and he's like, oh, you hit the wicket. You know, whatever was happening at YouTube at that time, all the planets have aligned and the tumblers are in place. And it's working out for you.
Levi, I watched your last video. And I sat there and I watched it. I thought, wow, I could take this exact same video he made and do it a little bit differently, and it would get subs. And if you want to find out what I saw when I watched your video, Levi,
be there on Sunday.
Be there on Sunday, I'll tell you. Because, I mean, I said, wow, he could have done this little bit different thing with the very same video he did, and it would have gotten subs. So tune in Sunday if you're interested in that.
Well, everyone
and I
here
could be wrong, but I've made my 500 several times over. So,
and don't think that anybody's bagging on you here.
No, not at all.
We are trying to make everybody better as a whole.
We are all the No Name Nationals guys, all of us. Okay, top.
See, but Mrs. Dust Devil saying Dust Devil Garage is going to be there in 153 days. I hope she is. I hope they are.
I believe. Well, first of all, if Brian has a pulse, Brian's going to be there.
Well, and you know what? I give him a lot of crap. And the only reason I really give him crap is because when John and I first started, he was literally like the first guy in.
He was the first guy in.
A shell.
Yeah.
Right? Like literally just a shell of a car. So if Brian's there in 153 days, which he's planning on being there, there's no reason why nobody else isn't. No reason.
Brian is he's going to make it. But what's interesting about it, I told him this today. I really, and this might sound strange, but I believe it because, I've been looking at this whole event from a different angle than a lot of the participants have. I think Brian is the poster child for the No Name Nationals.
Well,
because
nothing,
exactly, because he started from just practically no subs.
So are you saying Cinderella Award winner?
And he rose up. He's building this car. He gets the event. Some people don't even get the event, but he gets it. He totally gets it right off the bat.
Yeah.
And he'll make it, but he's got some adversity coming. But he's going to make it. He's going to rally. It's going to be a mad thrash for 153 days. But he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And I think it's going to make a great story. Yeah. So it makes it a better story when we rag on him a little bit about how many days are left.
And then the thing was, when we first started, he was the first guy in. Me and John looked at each other. Well, we were talking on the phone like, dude, do you think this guy's going to make it? I'm like, hell no. Right? I mean, he's got nothing but a shell of a car.
Okay, so Dallas and I have had different opinions when we first looked at the original, because there's close to 50 guys in the No Name 500 right now.
Right.
Okay, that includes ones who have made it, including Dust Devil. There have been 14 who have made it, and there are several more who are still working on it. And we kind of were going down the list in January or February, saying who we thought would make it. And the thing is, we had different people picked out. Like, there were people that Dallas said, "Oh, no way," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna make it." Like, really? They have like 50 subs. I said, "Yeah, but I know." They got stuff cooking. They're gonna, and we've had varying opinions on it, but I want to see everybody make it.
Oh, I want to see everybody make it too, no doubt.
And everybody can.
Well, the first week, John and I came up with this clock for Brian Brinker,
yes.
Right? And John mailed him this clock that we had kind of come up with. It's kind of like a get your butt in gear clock, right? Because like time's a wasting. There's nothing better than having a clock saying that to you. And that's what we did.
Brian at Dust Devil Garage.
Yes, Brian at Dust Devil Garage. Everybody knows you, man.
So, yeah, you if you haven't seen it, he needs to do a whole video just on that clock.
He probably
does. He really should. He really should.
And I met Brian last year. I met Dust Devil Garage Brian Brinker last year at the Slanted Nationals. I think he came down.
Levi says he's going to put up $20 to anyone who hits a 001 red light. So that's a hard luck $20.
Hey, Levi, I was thinking you were having such a hard time with the Laguna, right? With your the LS motor had, I guess it's having oil pressure issues. I would double down and take the ramp truck and then race the ramp
Seriously.
Truck. Race the ramp truck.
You know what, man? If you took the ramp truck and took the ramp truck to race it, we told Levi, we were doing the live with Dalton from Pole Barn Garage. He was my guest a couple of weeks ago. Levi said, I just left Pizza. We just pulled the engine out of the Laguna, and I just left Pizza Hut. We said, did you pull the engine out of the Laguna at Pizza Hut? He said, no. So why not? That was your 500 subs.
That would have easily been 500 subs in an hour.
I'm telling you, there's things that will get you your
that ramp truck. I'm telling you, take the paint scheme and everything you were going to do for the Laguna, throw it at the ramp truck, and I'll even race you in the Suburban. We'll do heads up. Go. Heads up, best of 3.
Bill, here's the deal. One of the people watching this chat has the piece of cast iron I need to weld on that block, and then it can go to the machine shop. He's wanting to know about my 341 DeSoto Hemi. I've got a broken piece of cast iron mount on it. I'm getting it welded in. Overfelt and Roanoke's going to weld it for me, and then I'm going to take the block straight from there and get it machined. And that's the deal. So as soon as that thing hits the mail, it's ready to go. But Blake from Bad Tree Productions is supposed to be sending me a piece of cast iron I need for it from a scrap block. So when the Nacho's engine blew up, a piece of it's going to live on in something you guys are going to see later. But that's I'm waiting on there.
Man, we're still not caught up.
Believes us which one? Please bash me all. Publicity is good publicity. No one's bashing you, man.
No, we're trying to. We want to see you win. We want to see you be there. We're in your corner, dude.
You can do it. Do you know how cool it would have been? Think back in time. Levi, you're like 20, 21, I think you said. Imagine we were 21. If we were competing in this thing. If there was a No Name Nationals and a Roadkill Customs No Name 500 when we were 21 years old, and we had a ramp truck and a Laguna like that, man, we would run headlong through an 8-inch cinder block wall
You know what?
And nothing could stop us.
I got it. Pull the motor out of the ramp truck. Drop it in the Laguna.
Yeah, you could do that.
Be there.
It's a big block. In general, Thumper's a funny guy. So I don't know what he said, but I can see that because Thumper's a pretty funny guy, and he's very smart about ethanol.
Well, I got
panhandling and work. Oops. Well, you can panhandle on here for subs. If you are running in the no name 500, you may panhandle for subs in here. That's totally okay. Here's a link to Ed's machine, by the way.
Levi wants to know where he can get one of these fancy lamps with a number on it.
Well, this one's for sale. The right price.
This one's for sale. It's $3,300. It's a brand name. It is an AHRA lamp directly from the secondhand store with this number that John Wilburn put up here. You won't have another one like it, I promise.
I brought 12 of those numbers with me on this trip. You'll have to stay tuned to see how they all get used. Now, this is interesting. Heavens Mopar says Brian at Dust Devil Garage is the reason why I started my channel. He's an inspiration. If he can do it, so can I.
Exactly.
Agreed. We really like Dust Devil Brian in the ecosystem, and we like having you in the ecosystem.
Brian is probably one of the most laid-back people on here. He's really easy to get along with, and he's funny.
He's a great YouTube personality.
Right.
And anyway, I reached out to him for something today, so that you guys, we'll get that together, and then hopefully you guys will see it very soon.
Man, Thumper, I got some. Did I
people only 54? What, you got 10 on me? All right, I'm gonna have to scroll ahead. Well, this chat's been fast.
Oh, you got a super chat.
All right, so
Bill McKay.
What happened to your? Yeah, he's asking that. Are you gonna shuffle? No, because I've got so much work to do. I just can't. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't. The good news is though I got the house project under control. My goal. And you know the difference between a dream and a goal is a goal has a time frame or an action plan.
Right.
So my goal, which did have a time frame and it did have an action plan, was to get my house project under control and to a good place by the 29th of April.
Well, then you're there.
And I'm there because I have time frame or an action plan. So that on May 1st, I could dive into the Roadrunner and make it as close, reasonable facsimile of roadworthiness as possible to drive it to Carlisle in July.
Okay.
Now, if I get that far, I might be able to do something, but I'm going to be too busy to be racing. It's something that Dallas and I both had to concede to do this event, and it's killing us because Dallas would love to be putting that T-Bird on the bumper, and I would love to be there doing something with the Roadrunner or something too, but it's just...
Yeah, I
thought the Roadrunner and the Burnout competition, I thought would be good.
Well, I'm just going to bring the Suburban and use it to tow the camper.
I'll probably bring Cousin Eddie's van. I'll bring it and check it out.
Then we'll just have some fun with that.
Yeah. Can't wait to run the nacho.
Well, you're going to get all the chances
I got a nacho souvenir here, supposedly. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you do.
That's right. You told me. You want? Let's show it to them. Go grab it. I'll show it to these guys. Dallas, he goes to change his shirt. He's going to get a piece here for the engine. He's a hard-working guy. Tom Muse is making 50 trading cards. Every junior judge gets one, and guys who help me when in need. Like a no-name rookie card. Well, that's interesting. Let's see that. Excuse me. Apparently, the trees have decided to start allergy season today. I have this little allergy cough that started like at noon. It's just annoying. Sorry about that. So Levi's Backyard Performance is telling Two Hacks, I'm trying for the ramp truck, but the car gets priority because it's taking up garage space. Well, I can understand that. Dust Devil's killing time at a bathroom stall at work waiting to leave. Right on. Let's see here. Mike's Mischief. I review no-name nationals channels during my lives, trying to help people get to 500. Yes, I saw that, and thank you. I really appreciate that, and thanks for the super chat.
Introducing the Nacho Supreme.
Whoa, I hadn't seen this yet. I'd only heard about it. So this is the piston. I'll have to minimize this here. This is the piston that failed in the
Nacho
Cuda Bad Tree Productions. Look at that. Ooh, man. Yeah. Look at that.
It's missing like half the piston. It's easy to change.
The connector rod actually looks fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's even bent.
I don't even think it's twisted or anything. Look at that. Well, this is going to go on the wall, okay? This will go on the wall. Look at that. That's just beautiful.
I know. That's why I called it the Nacho Supreme. This is awesome.
This was a sacrifice to the horsepower gods. And this will go on my wall right next to Andy's, the piston that came out of Casper that we blew up on the way to Tennessee a couple years ago.
Do you have the sign like Burt Monroe? The offering to the gods of speed?
I didn't know there was such a sign.
Oh, yeah. You've never seen the movie?
No. I've never seen it. We need that. We you know what? I'm going to put this up on my wall. Blake says it's bent. Okay, I'll take your word for it, but it's all going up on the wall together. No, there's no weird hour on my channel. We don't have a weird hour. Dust Devil Garage has a weird hour, and it begins the minute he starts. Let's see.
Oh, and we're working on No Name National shirts, right? There's shirts in the works.
Shirts in the works. Catch Mike's Mischief on Monday nights live. So Mike, I didn't know what time he went live. I know Dr. Art has a live on Monday regularly, and Jason's Garage has a live on Tuesday regularly. Of course, we have a live on Friday regularly, and Uncle Tony's Garage has a live on Wednesday regularly.
Right.
In fact, and Dust Devil has a live on Saturdays regularly. So, No Name Nationals participants are live every day of the week.
There is somebody
usually
live,
somebody live on Thursday.
Well, not No Name 500. Tony's not No Name 500.
No, I didn't say No Name 500. I said No Name Nationals, but a lot of them are No Name 500 guys.
There's Levi's Backyard. I have exciting news for No Name Nationals 2023. We don't even know if there's going to be a 2023.
I won't be participating in my old lady's car. What in the world are you talking about? You're questioning whether you can get to 2022, and you have exciting news for 2023 and already say you won't be participating.
You don't even know what the date is.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We need to make you a hood ornament with a little aperture so you can focus on the right spot of the road. You know what I'm talking about. You took rifle training. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
In the world, there's not even a 2023 announced yet, and you don't even know the date, but you're not going to be there.
You know, I heard a guy actually say this on one of these lives that
maybe that's a nice way of saying, like, no, you guys suck. I'm not going to be there.
There's some of these lives with folks who I don't know. They're just in different parts of the automotive community on YouTube, and this guy actually said this. He's talking about the No Name Nationals. Oh, that's too far. Where is it? Literally one run-on sentence. That's too far. He didn't know where it was, but he already knew it was too far. So you know what?
If it wasn't at the end of his driveway, it was too far.
Right. We just know what that means.
Oh, what is it going to have a big AHRA? What?
Weird Hour begins when Jed. No, it begins before then.
Oh, got to have a big AHRA logo on what?
We're going to have AHRA logos on anything we can get them on. Let's see here. Mopar Den is here. Let's see here. I'm going to skip ahead a little. Wait, comments are rolling in fast.
Yeah, we can't keep up.
I know it. It's a good problem to have.
Well, that's the only problem with the large font.
Yeah. Well, no, it
blows through there in seconds.
No, it's when you have 80 concurrent, it jumps several at a time. You'll see it. You'll see it. I see Cletus is in the house. The Cletus is stuff of Cletus. Cletus McFarland is Garrett.
Oh.
And Bad Tree here is saying only 23 likes. Click the like button. Well, do you see how it jumped?
Yeah.
That's what it does. And I've had it jump on people before, and they ask, why don't you read my comment? I'm like, because it never showed on their screen. Because it jumped more than that many. Like, it can jump 10 at a time. If you've seen this side of StreamYard, you see what we're talking about. But we do the best we can. We really do. Sometimes we have as many as 1,500 chat messages.
Wow.
It's really that many. And I noticed that Brown with Dust Devil Garage is doing the Wide Guys Car Talk this Saturday at 8 Central. I did see that. Getting dark in there. Need more lighting.
Oh, I can turn it on. Hold on.
Well, all right.
I'm all over it. And we have a lamp right behind us.
You know what this reminds me? He turns on the lights. The guy that I got doing plaster in my house next week is Amish. And I'm wondering.
Does he not know how to plaster around the lights?
Wait till this guy, finishes driving 6 miles in second gear out here. It's funny because I asked the question that, they don't use electricity, right? And I know he's not watching this. That's okay. I think he's a cool guy. Nothing bad to say about him. But I asked some other contractors who knew him, and I said, now, when nobody's looking, does he plug the electric tools in and just go to town? They're like, I'm sure he does. Like, he's not going to be there with his little wood saw. No. He's going to be firing up the Milwaukee.
Oh, they're all gone?
Yeah, right. Right.
Oh, I got it done in an hour. What? How's that possible?
Yeah. It's funny. He'll probably wait till nobody's around and fire up my pressure washer engine so he can wash the buggy or something. No, he's a talented guy, skilled guy. He's an Amish guy. Well, the Amish person I've ever known, actually. But that's interesting.
They're skilled craftsmen. That's for sure.
Yeah. So it's great. Yeah, and the battery power thing is funny because a lot of Amish people I've heard will use battery powered stuff, but not stuff that plugs in. I think that's just strange. But whatever suits them. I prefer hardwired tools like circular saws. I mean, I know it's hard to work around the cord, but you never have to deal with the battery. You never have it losing torque. That's just my preference.
I'll tell you something that was weird. Where I'm from in Illinois is like central Illinois. And if you go a little bit further west down towards like Decatur, Illinois, there's a place called Assumption.
Right.
And then there's another town called Mowequa. Well, there was a huge coal deposit found there.
Yeah.
And they built a coal-fired power plant. And the biggest things that came out of that this was like the 1800s, right? Or maybe early 1900s, was when they did that coal-fired plant, people were afraid that black smoke would come out of their sockets in the wall.
Yeah.
If they bought, electricity to be running their house.
Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot of things that are plausible when you realize all that wasn't known at the time.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't, yeah.
Unbelievable. It's unheard of today to even think something like that. But
yeah, I saw a comment here, but you have to charge the batteries. Well, that's true. But here's another thing. Like he was telling me that they have church at 18 different families' houses, and they rotate every week.
Uh-huh.
And he said, we have all these benches, and an English fella, and English is like me or anybody who comes in from outside of English. An English guy comes in with a truck every week to load up the benches and take to the other family's house. I don't know how the rules work, but I got to tell you, I respect very much. They get to live on their own terms, and the world is not telling them how to live, and I'm more power to them. But it's interesting to me because I told him, I said, man, I've been interested in cars before I could walk. I could not imagine a life without cars. So it's wild. Never had a driver's license. It would be much stranger for him probably to open up the left-hand door of a vehicle and get in than it is for me to open the right-hand door of a vehicle and get in. Well, Dust Devil, I could, because even if they did see it, they'd have to admit to be using the internet, but I wouldn't do that anyway. I mean, he's a cool guy. Cool people over there. We got an Amish community called Burke's Garden. It's near where I live. It was cool. Exactly. Thumper says I could never live without cars. I couldn't imagine a life without cars. It would be horrible.
It's all I've known ever since I was a child.
If I had to choose between
cars and time that I didn't think about.
If I had to choose between cars and houses, that would be easy. I would just have bigger cars. That's all there is to that. He's probably no, he's Amish. He's Amish. I know, I've had other people say that. He's Amish. Mopardin, thank you. He appreciates the work we put into the No Name Nationals. He's still pressing toward 500 subs. He's at 314. You're going to listen. come to the Content Creator Workshop on Sunday. Roadkill Customs, No Name 500. We're having a Content Creator Workshop on Sunday. We're going to have Buzz from Roadkill Customs. We're going to have Blake from Bad Tree Productions, and me, and maybe some other special guests too. Dallas, you're welcome to join if you like.
Well, I planned on being there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to have lots of people there who can help you get your subscribers. Yeah, exactly. Working on cars as young as I can remember. You could live in your van. Indeed, I could. I've got it right here. It smells a lot better than when I first got it. I will say that. Junk Car Willie, by the way, you're in West Virginia. What part of West Virginia? The house I was working on is in Bluefield, which is as far south in West Virginia as you can possibly get. If you played Plinko in the state of West Virginia with a marble, Bluefield is where it would stop. Okay. So where in West Virginia are you, Junk Car Willie?
Well, and you know what's kind of funny is that
Terrence Seymour bought a C-body in case he finds himself homeless. C-body, you can have about 3 rooms in there.
Well, I don't think you're a movie person, are you?
I only like old movies.
You ever seen The Other Guys
Uh-uh.
with Will Ferrell?
No, that's too new.
Well,
I probably haven't watched. I only watch movies that are probably 20, 30, 40 years old and older.
All right.
Really?
Well, there was some guys. There were some homeless guys created an F shack out of his car, right? And I can't remember what they called it, but that's
yeah.
I can't remember what they called it. Dirty Mike and the Boys, jar of old mustard and something, a poodle and something.
No, not my style, man.
Well, that's what it kind of reminds me of when you're saying, because that's what they did in this guy's Prius, right?
Oh gosh.
They're like, it's a Prius.
Barrows is saying for the 500, Big Mike's Hoopty Barn is giving away Looney Tunes 70 Roadrunner on my live tomorrow night. So Barrows Garage will be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, which would be 7 in the East. So yeah, check that out. Good stuff. Barrows is one of these channels that's one of these great channels and personalities we may never have heard of had it not been
for the No Name Nationals.
For the No Name Nationals.
Yeah, he may not even had a YouTube channel, right?
He had one. He had a handful of subscribers, but this really brought him up into the public eye. And Family's Garage is saying, thanks, John. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of people that it's taken to make this work. It takes me. It takes Dallas. It takes Buzz. It takes all of you guys. This event doesn't happen without all of us.
Soup Kitchen. There it is. That's what they called it. Mopar Man 1978 nailed it.
Of course he would know that.
So
of course he would know that.
Yeah, Soup Kitchen. That's what we should call your van. The Soup Kitchen.
No, that's my aunt's van. I have the license plate on it that she had when she had it. It's Nan's van. They got drag race tonight at George Ray's, but I'm at work. Are you there near Paragould?
Well, that's not too far from Jeffers.
That's been on my bucket list for years since I was a little kid.
And I was 2 hours from Jeffers.
I was supposed to go there with just Mopar Joe, and we got rained out last year. We were going to take the Purple Barracuda and go down there and upset some people with it. And we're going to do that again. It's just, it's been on my bucket list.
Oh, Ari really likes Barrows.
Everybody should like Barrows. Barrows is great. What a great guy.
Well, remember his very first video? His very first video was this.
Andrew, I don't even have hotel reservations yet. I couldn't tell you, but there are several near there.
Oh, there's probably 10 within 4 miles of the track.
Like, George Ray is not still alive, but his track still operates.
Yeah, his family still runs it.
Right. Big Mike needs 10 more to hit 400. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys watching tonight, let's get Torque Racing Production up over 500. Let's get that to happen. And if you're still in here, you can come on and we could do a live if you wanted to after this potentially, but I think you can get it right on here. And Big Mike, he needs 10 more for 400. Go check out Big Mike's channel. Let's get him to that milestone.
Big Mike's Hoopty Barn, that guy deserves 500 right now. He does some really neat stuff.
This is a good thing. Danny Boyd says that he first heard of George Ray's on Hot Rod TV on the Nashville Network back in the day. I miss the Nashville Network. I miss TNN. TNN had good stuff.
Well, I liked their drag racing coverage back then.
See, there we go. Torque Racing Production is at 488. Very close, man. I don't know if he's still in here. He's been kind of going at it alone though, and I'm glad to have him in here. But I'm telling you, he could get that 500 really quick if he would mix and mingle. Or these are mixers. So this is interesting. In my work, I get invited to these mixers and things all the time.
Like
and what?
Like the Catalina wine mixer?
Oh, these stupid wine and cheese things. And all. I am allergic to that stuff like the plague. You'll never see me go to that. Never. I'm never at that stuff. And yet, that's what these are on YouTubers. These are mixers. But these are mixers with folks who are not pretentious people, wearing corduroys and wine and cheese and talking about things to one-up each other and their lifestyle. These are cool car people. So this is who I like to have mixers with. TNN was too good for the 21st century. I agree. I miss good old TNN.
Yeah, me too. That was one of my favorite channels before. You remember when they first became Spike?
Yes.
And they had
started. Yep.
Well, there's a show on there that was originally a Japanese show called Takashi's Castle. Okay. And it became MXC. And that was probably one of my favorite shows to watch when it was on Spike was MXC.
Shopcat is racing Heavens Mopars to 500. Well, Shopcat, you're not registered yet. So I'm glad to know that. And I want you to make it and all of that and come to it. But that's why I don't keep up with his sub count. I can only keep up when we've got a ton of people to keep up with. I can only keep up with the ones who are registered. Dust Devil Garage says there are lots of hotels and sites. Well, he would know. He's pretty local to that area.
But the one that actually supports the track, if you actually call them and get a discount, I can't remember. It's on the west side of town. It's actually a new hotel.
I got a question for you, Dallas.
Yeah.
So we go over there and do a recon tomorrow. I have no idea because I've never been there. You want to check out Lambert's, which is where everybody's telling us we ought to eat on that Thursday? Because if they did, maybe the Dust Devil could come out. I don't know.
I thought we were going to do a Lambert's get together at the No.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking it might be good to do recon there too.
Well, we need to find out if we can make a reservation. That's one thing that we need to swing in there and do.
All right. Large Mike's link. All right, Torque Racing Productions at $4.93. Are there still 7 channels watching who have yet to check out Torque Racing Production? Check him out. And if he earns your sub, subscribe. If he does not earn your sub, I'm not telling you to subscribe to anybody who doesn't earn your sub, but he's got a great channel. So check him out and see if he earns your sub and subscribe. Lambert's is going to be packed. I'm sure it will. Yeah. But I'm thinking that'd be a good thing to do.
Well, for good reason, though. It is good food. Yes, the effing Catalina wine.
Yeah, we're really close for Torque Racing Production. It'd be really nice to get him over the hill tonight.
Well, can he do it? He's only got 7 left to go, right?
7 left to go, and there's 80 people watching. So,
should I log into YouTube and go, hey, I'm going to sub right now?
Well, I'm already subscribed to Torque Racing.
I don't know if I am or not.
Here's the deal. We've got 80 watching, and I've really tried to help each one as they get close. And usually there's a handful of people out there who are not yet subbed. So he is really close. Let's see if we can get him over. You guys keep me updated. Let me know where Torque Racing Production is. He's close. For you guys who have just now come in and joined us, we still have about 80 people watching. Him goes going to make 7 accounts real quick. Well, here's the thing. I'm only looking to see 500. When you get it, you get it. You don't need to do that. You'll get it. They'll get it for you. Levi's saying you're at 497.
Oh, I'm already subscribed.
Yeah, I know I am too. I'm actually going to look. When you guys say he's got it, I'm going to look and I'm going to screenshot it, and then he's going to have it. So I'm going to go check it out right now because we have to know. He's got to be really, really
close. Yeah, that's, what?
498.
I forgot Torque Racing Production is the one. So they're swapping in a 14-bolt rear end.
501. He's got it. All right. Torque Racing Production, you are in. You are in.
Man, bring me a 14-bolt. I can't find one here.
All right, there we go. So you can see that 501. Look at all the sawdust that's still on my phone from the house project. You can already see my screen. There we go. You've made it. Torque Racing Production is in. He has taken the checkered flag at the Roadkill Customs No Name 500.
Yeah. And
congratulations.
Flying colors, right?
This means that I believe, is it the Family Garage? Is that? I'm going to look at my list because he's now the 15th. Torque Racing Productions is the 15th to make it. The next closest is the Family Garage at 467. He joined the party at 467. And don't hold that against him at all, but he's just, he joined when he was really close. Bubba Ayers is at 432 and Jerry's at 400. So we just, as soon as we get one more in the 400 group, another graduates. So we tend to keep about 3 people in the 400 group at a time.
Oh, wait, hold on. I saw something from Ari. Can you scroll up a bit? Just jumped right past us. Yeah, I mentioned, I'll snag it for you. Oh, a nail head. And just what I need.
Yes, congratulations, Torque Racing Production. You made it. Big Block 402. You know, Big Block 402 is really close too. 370 last I looked. So
you guys got one more. So now he's got 371, right?
You guys you're all in the mix. We've had 15 channels. 15 channels have made it and taken their own personal checkered flag of the No Name 500, and some of them started with 0. So anybody can do it.
There you go. The Family Garage says they picked up almost 20 subs tonight. You guys are awesome.
There you go. Well, if you picked up 20 tonight, then that means you're 47. That means you're really close.
Well, I'm not sub to the Family Garage.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah, right? But it just started. So let me look. Now you make me want to look. See, this No Name 500 is exciting. It's exciting. But Torque Racing Production says, thank you. You're welcome, man. But listen, if you'd have jumped in here sooner, you'd have had your 500 a month ago.
The Family's Garage. I'm not subscribed. Bang. Subscribe. Now you're at 482.
483 is what I'm seeing on here. Yeah, Family Garage is really close. You don't need what you need. You're 43, 44. The Family's Garage.
Captain Dew is rolling out.
The Family's Garage. Check this out. Now, he just joined. He's at, oh, you can see that. He's at 486. 486. He lacks just 14 subs.
Look at Ari's comment right there.
I have some shorts up. One newer video if anyone's interesting. I'm a total nerd, probably institutionalized. So we'll take your word for it.
I totally believe it.
When somebody tells you they're crazy, you should believe it. Dizzy Izzy. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Family Garage. You joined the No Name 500, what, yesterday? And you're probably gonna hit close to 40 subs in one shot. That's unheard of.
Yeah, they're
Family's Garage is at 493. 493. There was nothing when I was working on my first 500 subs like this.
Yeah.
Nothing. This is like spraying nitrous on the subscribers. 496 is, look at this. We're going to have another one go over tonight. Family Garage is at 499.
One more. Who's got the last dude?
Yeah, who's going to be their 500th?
William Sanders says
501.
501.
501. There you go.
All right.
So I'm going to screenshot this. And I'm going to screenshot this because even if you get caught in a subscriber audit, we don't hold that against you. So there you go. Family Garage is the 16th member of the No Name 500 to make it. That's it. Look at that. Look at the power of this community.
I know.
These guys are amazing.
Banded together and smack these guys up over the top.
Track and Travel with Rick? He was 500th on the Family Garage. Well, there you go. That was your 500th. Dean Stevenson was 500 and a half. Sweet 16 for the Family's Garage, Buzz says yes. How about that? 16 have made it.
Give me some love, people. What does he say? 90 videos.
90 videos, 39,000 likes. 39,000. Okay, well, I've never tallied it like that before, but I'm subscribed to you. Levi says he wants to be number 20. Well, make that happen, man. You're going to do it. You can do it. Shopcat, you know Shopcat. Shopcat's like the Canadian Dakota Bethune. That's what he reminds me of.
I don't think
just a little
this is
bit.
the right guy.
The Family's Garage. Here.
How come I can't find anything on Dizzy Izzy Racing?
Dizzy Izzy?
Yeah.
Because you got to spell it. Dizzy Izzee.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got a bizarre spelling. Levi, keep making content. Indeed. And you know what, Levi? When you make content, talk about all the good stuff you're doing and the good stuff you have and the good cards you have in your hand. Because you do. Dizzy got some good stuff. I agree with that. All right. So we are at an hour 20. And I don't want to
You got
tie Dallas up.
videos. Gosh,
yeah.
That's a lot of videos.
Let's be thinking about our time. Our chat's got good energy. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
Good time to ask questions, but we've just been having social hour. Kind of got caught up in getting subscribers for guys who wanted to take the checkered flag at the No Name 500.
Yeah, for those of you that's just tuning in, you're going to have to go back and watch from the beginning because we announced all the awards that we're shooting for the No Name Nationals.
Yep. Well, this is funny. So when Levi says, quote, the great John Wilburn, he must be talking about one of those others. Because there's a John Wilburn he's a movie actor. And for the longest time, I had more movie credits than he did. Because I had 2 and he had 1 and it was funny. But he's got more now. So there's a John Wilburn who is in prison in Georgia. There's a John Wilburn who died in a kayak accident.
Oh.
There's the famous John Wilburn that led the Battle of Blair Mountain in West Virginia, and we are related. There's a handful of people with that name. He's got to be talking about one of them. And Torque Racing Production reciprocates. He just subbed. So that's good. Subbed the dad of Jerry Racing. Yep. Rick and Ricky. That dynamic duo. Scott. He might be talking Heaven's Mopars. Levi's asking who's Scott. That's who I would think. Dean, I think, is talking about West Virginia. Take Me Home Country. It's like John Denver there.
You were briefly an adult film?
I have no idea what he's talking about, but no.
It's another John Wilburn. Completely different one.
I've never heard such a thing.
John Holmes Wilburn.
Redbeard Racing 710. He's got a pretty wild ride. Check out Daniel's whip there, that Demon. That's pretty neat. West Virginia is nice. It's beautiful. It depends where you are.
We have a track in Ohio. It's not far from that track in West Virginia. The one operating track that's like a 330-foot drag strip.
Oh yeah, Fort Gay. I know exactly where that is. Yeah, it's where Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia all meet. 300.
It's exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Used to be a sand drag.
Yes.
Yep. I've never been there. I've always wanted to.
Frank McCart says he loves what you're doing for YouTube, aka Rivet in F100.
Are you talking about putting the floor pans in that truck? Because on my channel, we put some floor pans in an F100. I guess that's what he's talking about. Don't forget the gospel singers, the Wilburn brothers. I have seen Aaron Wilburn, and he just died not long ago.
Well, didn't you say that?
And if we're related, I don't know how.
Andy Griffith was from your town?
No,
your area?
No, he's from our area. He's 100 miles from me. I hauled bird food out to West Virginia. Well, that's okay. You could have given me 7,000 guesses as to something Mike's Mischief has done in his lifetime. Hauling bird food to West Virginia would not have been among them.
Torque Racing Production says they live 30 minutes from that Fort Gay track. Well, then you probably live within an hour of the track that we have KD Dragway in South Webster, Ohio.
Yep. I'd like to go to that track. It's neat because you go on the website, you look at the records, and you see the junior dragsters running the fours. You're like, oh my gosh, what kind of place is this? A junior dragsters running the fours. And you'll see a guy with a Nova, that runs in the threes. It's like like an 8-inch tire 350 car. Like, whoa, what? That's the deal. Yeah, I'd love to see 300-foot track. I've heard about it, never been there. All right, we're definitely hitting the weird hour here. So let's get our last stuff in, because Dallas and I got a long day tomorrow. We're gonna do some interesting stuff from there, and you'll get to see it. And so anyway, I'm gonna wrap up. You guys got any questions? Is that a 60-foot track? John's asking. No,
Fort Gay. That's 330.
They're all 60-foot tracks. Some of them just have a lot more after that. No, the one at Fort Gay, West Virginia, is a 300-foot track. It's a 300-foot track. Could you imagine the kind of gearing you could run? You could run like a 717 or something at that track.
I don't think you could shift fast enough if it was a manual.
I bet you that there are locals that come out, these guys, these Fox body Mustangs, who try so hard to get through all 6 on that track just to hear the shifts. They do it. You know, can't imagine. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, now it's time to get them in. I'm going to go ahead and work on wrapping up. So Roadkill Custom says it's a great live. Award categories are awesome. Well, we think so too. It fits the flavor of the event. We're going to go ahead and get wrapped up. I want to thank my mods, Blake from Bad Tree Productions, Just Mopar Joe, Andy from Unity Motorsports Garage, and Fubar the Axe. We want to thank Buzz from Roadkill Customs. He is the sponsor of the Roadkill Customs No Name 500, and he has been a great asset to helping these guys. And don't just think it's just No Name 500 guys. You establish channels with lots of subs. You can come out to this creator workshop too, and I'm sure there's plenty of things to learn.
I kind of stopped here for a second, right? Because Danny Boyd says Foxes only had 5 speeds, and he's right.
Well, T56.
Technically, he's right, but he's also talking about reverse, right? So that's 6 speeds.
Well, technically,
you're starting in reverse.
Well, technically, you have a 1-to-1, so it's not really a gear, right?
Right. Technically, yeah.
There's all kinds of ways you can phrase that.
I was handed a package.
Bubba Ayers says he got a package. Well, you need to check it out, because I've gotten lots of great feedback over what's in those packages. So you need to check it out.
Yeah, you need to hit their channel.
Big Block 402 says Roadkill's doing a great job supporting us channels. Yes, he is. Buzz is great.
Yeah, he's a guy that you want on your side.
Aaron says another great live. Well, thanks. This was interesting. So I'm here at the AHRA cave here in Tennessee, and this is different and fun and cool. So we're going to be doing some recon at Jeffers, and we'll do some video from there, and I'm sure we'll share.
Probably do it live from there, maybe.
Yeah,
you guys should be waiting around for a live sometime tomorrow.
If we have the internet to do it, we can do that. We go live for a little bit of track, no problem. We can do that. Roadkill Customs has opened it up, Bubba. Hey, Bubba, why don't you go live on your channel and open it up? How about that?
Open what?
Whatever Buzz sent him.
Oh.
I'll do a mail call. There you go.
Yep, that's how you get views, and that's how you get subs out of that.
Thumper says, got my package yesterday, been shoveling gravel all day, so I haven't replied or made a video yet. Well, you should. Come sub to the channel after the stream. We're getting so close. Jerry Racing is getting close. Check them out. He's got a green Duster, small block, and those guys have been working and fine-tuning and making it quicker, and they're doing good stuff over there. Check them out. Can't wait to meet those guys. They're a lot of fun. Indeed, get to it, Thumper. So are there any lives tonight? Yeah, this one. I don't know. This one. What do you think you're watching? There's this live.
This is the one that counts.
No, I don't know if anyone else is live. I have no idea. Okay, so Ruben just went live. So you know what? If you go over to Ruben's from here, which is Muscle City Madness, by the way, tell him we sent you. Tell him we sent you. He'll get a kick out of that. Ruben's a great guy. We like Ruben a lot. He's a good friend, and he will be at the No Name Nationals also. But anyway,
didn't Mr. Will used to like to do lives?
Mr. Will likes to do lives in the middle of mine for some reason. I don't. But anyway,
nobody's in here. I can't figure out why.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll see you guys soon. So don't forget, Sunday we have Content Creator Workshop, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Content Creator Workshop on my channel, and We're going to be helping you guys fine-tune your videos for success to help you get subscribers. It's the primary goal, but it'll also be good for your videos in general. We thank the mods. Do you have anything else you want to plug?
You know, I want to thank Buzz from Roadkill Customs for making it all happen for the No Name 500 guys. Or, well, you know, the No Name 500 participants, right?
Right.
Because they're not all guys. But
they're all guys. I mean,
right.
You guys.
They're lumped in.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I want to thank Buzz for that. I mean, without his support, I don't think it would be near what it is now.
For sure not. You know what? This is like that movie License to Drive. As soon as he finished the coffee cup, the driving test was over. As soon as I finished my Diet Dr. Pepper, the live is over.
Oh, man. I like to think of it like Kowalski from, oh, man. What is that?
Gran Torino?
No. It's Kowalski from the Challenger. Vanishing Point.
Vanishing Point, yeah.
Yeah. Because he's like, once he hit, what does he do? He pops a handful of uppers like right at the beginning of the movie, and then the whole movie is like nothing but this bad trip this guy has.
I forgot about that. All right, guys, we're out. We will see you guys Sunday, if not before. Thanks. I appreciate you watching.
All right, see you in a couple weeks.